We once dreamed about this in the 1970s science fiction movies. Now it's no longer just a cinematic special effect. Elon Musk promises that the Tesla bot Optimus will be a robot with a groundbreaking AI brain, capable of assisting humans with many tasks and household chores.
Tesla is the world leader in real-world AI, I would say. So, and then we're going to be making this robot Optimus, which is, starting production hopefully summer next year.
Meanwhile, Boston Dynamics has just redefined the limits of precision engineering with its next-generation Atlas robot.
Now it's time to officially take Atlas out of the lab. So for the first time ever in public, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Atlas to the stage.
Atlas's primary mission will be to move goods and components in warehouses and to take part in production lines at factories. But are these machines really ready to support us in real life? Today, we're going to set aside the marketing hype and dive into the truth. What does the future of America really look like? Let's find out right now. Yeah, we've already witnessed the computer revolution of the 1980s and the internet boom of the 1990s. Now you can probably feel a similar wave. AI and robotics are genuinely making reality hard to believe. Every time a video or image is posted online, most people comment, "Is this AI?" Okay, that explains just how astonishing AI truly is. This explosive growth has fueled an ever-growing ambition to embed AI into physical entities. That's why more and more humanoid robots are being created. For decades, Boston Dynamics has been the pioneering name dominating this field. They represent humanoid robotics in the US, doing it long before Tesla or any other company even considered it. Although early humanoid robot versions used powerful hydraulic systems that allowed them to perform acrobatics and traverse extremely rough terrain, hydraulic actuation is nearly impossible to manufacture at scale. That's why the newly launched, fully electric new Atlas has changed the game. It completely removes the limitations of human-like joints, allowing the robot to maneuver in tight spaces with a level of flexibility we've never seen in any biological organism. However, on the other side, we have Elon Musk and Tesla. Elon Musk isn't trying to create an athlete or a show-off robot. Yeah, of course Optimus can run pretty fast and even dance, but that's only a small part of the picture. With Optimus Gen 3, Tesla's goal is far more practical: to create a worker, a helper. The key point isn't how far it can jump, but how dexterous its hands are. Musk is betting on artificial intelligence and mass production to drive the price of a robot down to less than that of a car. Okay, on one side we have a hardware engineering giant trying to become smarter, and on the other, a software giant trying to perfect hardware. Now we're going to take a detailed comparison of the design, hands, degrees of freedom, battery life, tactile sensor sensitivity, and the technologies inside these two humanoid robots. Over time, we've witnessed Optimus and Atlas evolve from clumsy metal robots into sleek humanoid machines. If you look at Optimus in 2021, then Optimus Gen 1, Optimus Gen 2, and now version 2.5, it's clear that it has gone through significant improvements in appearance and materials, becoming far more refined than previous generations. Meanwhile, this is what Atlas looked like in past years, and this is the new Atlas that was recently unveiled on stage. Clearly, Atlas has completely abandoned its old design and re-emerged with a much more sophisticated humanoid form. The new version is almost unrecognizable, as it inherits virtually no features from the old robot. Boston Dynamics' new Atlas marks a clear shift in design philosophy compared to earlier Atlas generations. It was unveiled at 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighing 198 pounds, and Boston Dynamics uses aluminum and titanium alloys for this new version. Boston Dynamics CEO Robert Plater emphasized a major breakthrough in the new model. All of Atlas's joints can rotate 360 degrees, allowing it to perform complex movements with ease. As you can see in the way it stands up when first powered on, it's something that's both impressive and slightly uncanny. Boston Dynamics has also stressed that Atlas's face was deliberately designed, a glowing circular display, so humans can clearly recognize it as a useful robot, rather than something trying to imitate a real human.
We've also designed Atlas's head and face very purposefully. We want folks working with Atlas to know that Atlas is a helpful robot, not a person.
Yeah, instead of mimicking a human face or trying to appear friendly, the robot's head is designed as a compact, sealed engineering module that's clean, minimal, and non-expressive. Its simple geometry, flat surfaces, and seamless exterior help protect the internal sensor systems. The new Atlas head functions as a perception hub, not a communication tool. Vision and positioning sensors are discreetly integrated rather than showcased, allowing the robot to observe its surroundings, identify objects, and navigate with high precision. Yeah, rather than exposing complex mechanical details, new Atlas adopts a cleaner, more industrial and practical style by abandoning the old hydraulic system and moving to a fully electric design. This reflects a clear push toward commercialization and greater efficiency in real-world work environments. If you look closely, the robot's entire body features clearly defined geometric forms, flat surface panels, and minimal unnecessary details, giving it a solid feel and making it easier to maintain. You can also see that the joints are more enclosed, reducing exposed wiring. This increases durability and lowers the risk of damage during impacts. The new Atlas can also reach up to 7.5 feet, allowing it to handle and transport items or components stored at higher levels. Turning to Optimus, we've talked a lot about its design already. For now, we're really looking forward to Optimus 3, which is expected to be unveiled next month, and, according to Elon Musk, will look astonishingly human-like.
When you see Optimus 3, yeah. It will seem as though that there's someone like a person in a robot outfit, which is how we started with Optimus.
At the moment, with Optimus version 2.5, Optimus already has what can be considered one of the best body proportions and overall designs on the market. To be honest, we still haven't seen anyone do design better than Tesla. Don't get us wrong, that doesn't mean other robots look bad. It's just that the Tesla bot feels a bit more polished. Version 2.5 doesn't introduce many major changes compared to version 2. A gold color scheme and better built arms, with fewer exposed cables. Compared to Atlas, Optimus has slightly more balanced dimensions and weight, standing at 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighing 125 pounds. Of course, each manufacturer has its own goals and strategies when it comes to robot design. Which design impresses you more? Leave a comment below. Moving on to battery life, so far Tesla has only revealed that the Tesla bot will use 4680 battery cells, and Elon Musk has stated that Optimus could operate for an entire day with productivity up to 5 times that of a human.
Like if Optimus, I think, could probably achieve 5x the productivity of a person per year because it can operate 24/7. It doesn't even need to charge. It can operate it tethered, so it's plugged in the whole time.
So we still can't say for sure how long the Tesla bot can operate continuously, but it's likely around 8 hours. After all, Tesla has enormous battery resources and extensive real-world experience with electric vehicle batteries, which could be one of its key strengths. Back in 2021, the Tesla bot prototype was introduced with a 2.3 kilowatt-hour battery pack, but as of now, we still don't know how much Tesla has upgraded the battery for version 2.5. Meanwhile, Boston Dynamics has announced that Atlas can operate continuously for about 4 hours. The real breakthrough lies in its dual battery system with automatic swapping. Similar to the Tesla bot, when the battery runs low, Atlas can autonomously return to its station, swap in a fresh battery, and immediately get back to work, ensuring that production lines are not disrupted. But that's not the biggest breakthrough in the new version. New Atlas marks a major engineering leap with a total of 56 degrees of freedom. This number is double that of the now retired hydraulic version. As you can see in task demonstrations, the robot achieves a level of flexibility far beyond the movement limits of previous models. Of course, some scenes of Atlas performing tasks are still partially created using computer graphics for simulation, so we're only focusing on what these robots have actually proven in real-world demonstrations. Thanks to its advanced electric joint system, with 360-degree rotation at key points such as the hips, neck, and waist, Atlas can perform complex movements, stand up from awkward positions, and move efficiently in tight spaces without needing to rotate its entire body. Elon Musk has not yet disclosed the total number of degrees of freedom for Optimus, but based on information from ChatGPT and Google, estimates suggest that Optimus currently has around 40 to 44 degrees of freedom, fewer than Boston Dynamics Atlas. However, this does not significantly affect the level of dexterity the Tesla bot can achieve. We've already seen it perform some quite impressive tasks, right? It even served drinks and popcorn at several events last year. That said, we've seen very limited demonstrations of Tesla bot lifting heavy objects. The last notable example was when it carried a 24-pound battery tray inside a factory. By contrast, Boston Dynamics states that Atlas can lift loads of up to 110 pounds, with a sustained working load of 66 pounds. This gives Atlas an advantage in certain tasks compared to Optimus. What do you think about this aspect? Would you choose Optimus or Atlas if you needed it to bring you a beer? Drop a comment below. According to Boston Dynamics' official product page, the company says the robot can be controlled in 3 different ways: autonomous mode, teleoperation, or via a tablet-based steering interface. First, autonomous mode represents the pinnacle of hardware AI integration. Atlas is confirmed to be equipped with advanced artificial intelligence powered by NVIDIA chips, enabling it to learn new tasks. In this mode, the robot operates using machine learning models and data from its computer vision sensor systems. Instead of needing humans to command every single step, Atlas can perceive its surroundings, build a real-time 3D map, and make its own decisions to complete predefined tasks, such as moving components inside a factory from point A to point B. This autonomous capability is powered by reinforcement learning algorithms, allowing the robot to maintain balance and handle unexpected situations like obstacles or slippery surfaces without external intervention. In essence, this mode of operation is very similar to the direction Tesla is pursuing with Optimus. Optimus uses the same AI brain as Tesla vehicles to process data. It can recognize objects, analyze situations, make predictions, and plan movements in real time. To perform useful tasks, Optimus is trained on billions of video frames. Notably, Tesla engineers wear motion capture suits to demonstrate sample actions, such as picking up parts or folding clothes, which the robot then learns and reproduces on its own. Thanks to this training data and its ability to analyze and predict scenarios, the robot can navigate, avoid obstacles, and carry out delicate tasks without humans controlling every step. Boston Dynamics has stated that once Atlas learns a new task, that capability can be instantly replicated across the entire robot fleet. Yeah, this closely mirrors Tesla's data-sharing approach as well. When one Optimus learns how to cook, that knowledge can be shared across the entire network of other Optimus robots instead of training each one individually. This is truly a major leap forward for both companies. Once again, what do you think? If you owned both of these robots in your home, would you be willing to pay for them? Let's go back to the second mode Boston Dynamics introduced, teleoperation. This mode plays a crucial role in training and handling tasks that require high precision and fine motor skills. Engineers can use motion capture suits or VR equipment to step into the robot. When a human performs a movement, the control software translates that data into corresponding motor commands for Atlas. This is exactly how Boston Dynamics collects behavioral data to train its AI. Humans demonstrate, the robot records, and then optimizes the action. Tesla is doing something very similar with Optimus, but clearly public opinion has been more negative toward Tesla. Part of this is because Elon Musk rarely mentions that the Tesla bot is remotely controlled during training, which has led many people to assume that Optimus is already fully autonomous. One of the most heated discussions came after the incident where Optimus fell during an event late last year. It was later revealed that the robot was being teleoperated rather than acting autonomously. This incident caused people to question Tesla's progress with humanoid robots and increased skepticism toward the use of teleoperation in robot training. What do you think about humanoid robots being teleoperated to perform tasks? Let us know your views. Okay, finally, there's the tablet-based control interface via the Orbit software. Boston Dynamics states that the robot can easily connect to MES, WMS, and other industrial systems through Boston Dynamics Orbit software. This is the most management-oriented and practical operating method in an industrial environment. Instead of using complex joysticks, operators only need to tap and drag on a touchscreen to set destinations or select pre-programmed action scenarios. The interface provides a comprehensive overview of battery status, operational maps, and live video feeds from the robot's eyes, making it as easy to supervise an entire fleet of Atlas robots as controlling a smart device at home. The combination of these 3 modes creates a complete operational ecosystem, allowing Atlas to operate with independent intelligence while still coordinating smoothly under human supervision. Hyundai acquired Boston Dynamics in 2021 in a deal that valued the company at $1.1 billion. The automaker has long predicted that robots would become increasingly common in its factories over time. And with today's demonstration, Hyundai hopes to prove that its robots are more advanced and capable of handling physical tasks better than Tesla's Optimus. Meanwhile, Tesla has ridden the recent boom in artificial intelligence to reach a market capitalization of over $1 trillion, more than 15 times that of Hyundai. Elon Musk has repeatedly emphasized that Tesla Optimus will be the company's #1 product and the most promising path to turning Tesla into a $25 trillion company. However, there is a significant gap between the expected prices of Atlas and Optimus. Transitioning Atlas from a research platform to a commercial robot is certainly a major milestone for Boston Dynamics and its parent company. That said, mass-producing Atlas will undoubtedly be an extremely costly effort for Hyundai. While the company has not disclosed Atlas's production cost, Boston Dynamics sells its Spot robot for around $75,000 per unit. As a result, we wouldn't be surprised if Atlas ends up costing roughly 3 times as much as the Spot robot. On the other hand, Elon Musk has said at least 5 times that once Tesla can produce around 1 million Optimus robots per year, the final price of Optimus could drop to roughly $20,000 to $30,000. Yeah, basically half the price of a car. Elon Musk's strategy is pretty straightforward: mass production to drive costs down. Tesla isn't just building robots. They're setting up a massive manufacturing operation, similar to what they did with electric vehicles. They already have the factories and the ability to design everything in-house, from AI chips and batteries to mechanical joints, allowing them to control costs down to the last dollar. Tesla's goal is to turn Optimus into a household product anyone can afford, essentially a personal helper that costs about as much as a used car. Of course, there's still a long road ahead before they reach that price point. We expect the initial price to land somewhere between $80,000 and $120,000. For years, Boston Dynamics has captured the public's imagination with jaw-dropping demos of its humanoid robot, Atlas, doing backflips, breakdancing, and executing unbelievably precise movements. These performances made robots feel more approachable, even entertaining, rather than like tools for labor. That image may soon change as Hyundai plans to put Atlas to work in real factory environments. Once robots stop performing and start doing actual production jobs, public perception of friendly robots could shift, especially as concerns grow about robots replacing human workers. And those concerns aren't unfounded. Leaked strategy documents suggest Amazon expects robots to replace over 600,000 jobs in the US by 2033. On the flip side, Hyundai says its $21 billion investment in the US by 2028 will create 14,000 direct jobs and more than 100,000 jobs total, when indirect employment is included. This highlights an important point. Automation isn't just about job losses, it's about a fundamental reshaping of the labor market. At the same time, Hyundai is aggressively building out the technology platform behind its robotics ambitions. The company has announced a partnership with DeepMind, Google's AI research lab, aiming to combine Boston Dynamics' mechanical expertise with cutting-edge foundation AI models. On top of that, Hyundai is also leveraging NVIDIA's AI chips and software to accelerate how its robots learn and operate. That said, the gap between impressive demos and robots that can work reliably, efficiently, and actually justify their massive investment costs remains a major challenge. Closing that gap won't be easy, and it's likely to be one of the toughest problems both Hyundai and Boston Dynamics will have to solve in the coming years. Thanks for watching today's video. Let us know what you think about these two robots in the comments, and don't forget to hit subscribe to support the channel. See you next time.